What's up, YouTube? This your boy B-Boy Faction. Today I'm going to do my WWE Summerslam preview and predictions. You guys can do, hit that like button, it helps YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch down below in the description. And let's get started. A weird Saturday night pay-per-view takes place in this weekend when WWE Summerslam goes down from stadium in Las Vegas. The card is loaded with big names, including a number of returning WWE legends. There are currently several title matches set to take place on the card, including Bill Goldberg returning to the ring to challenge WWE Champion Bobby Lashley in the other world title match. John Cena from Hollywood and attempt to wrestle the Universal Championship from RomanReigns clutches. WWE Top Women will also be in action, with Nikki ASH will defend the Raw Women's Championship against Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair in a triple threat match. On the SmackDown side, Bianca Belair will defend the SmackDown Women's Championship in a WrestleMania rematch with Sasha Banks. Let's take a look at how we believe SummerSlam will play out this Saturday at 8 p.m. kickoff show from Stadium in Las Vegas. Alright, let's move on. Let's move on. 2021 WWE SummerSlam predictions. Let me start off with the Universal Championship, RomanReigns versus John Cena. In my own personal opinion, I'm gonna have to go with Team RomanReigns on this one. There's no way that John Cena is not gonna beat the tribal chief, the head of the table, RomanReigns. So I got Team RomanReigns beating John Cena at SummerSlam. Cena is here for a minute, trying to pop a few ratings and also getting the benefit of doing a little promotion for F9 and the Suicide Squad. What he is not here for, however, he is to become the Universal Champion. Where Goldberg should convincingly beat Lashley, because that's just kind of the tune. WWE plays with Goldberg, but bigger than story being old with Reigns, and a short-term title flip to Cena just doesn't fit. So I pick Team Roman Reigns to beat John Cena at SummerSlam to retain the Universal Championship. Let's move on. So we get the WWE Championship, Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg. In my honest opinion, if Goldberg beat Bobby Lashley to become the WWE Championship, I'm going to be the first one to feel upset. I'm going to be upset if Goldberg beat Bobby Lashley for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam. I'm going to be upset. But I picked Bobby Lashley to retain the WWE Championship. There's no way that Goldberg's not going to beat Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley is going to beat Goldberg at SummerSlam to retain the WWE Champion. But beware. What if Big E cash in this Money in the Bank contract on Bobby Lashley? Now that's something to think about. Because Bobby Lashley has been taking out Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. That's facts. But anyway, let me read this. A miserable and idea as it to continue bringing Goldberg back to struggle to create a memorial 3-minute match. It's clear WWE and Goldberg are content to continue doing it until Goldberg's 3-minute match looked like the last time he tied up to go 8 minutes. It won't make sense for Goldberg to win here, which is facts, by the way. But it don't make sense for him to take the title off Bray Wyatt, and it happened. Effectively, permanently destroying the Fiend character is setting off a chain reaction that eventually led to Wyatt and WWE parting ways. The interest of a misguided, shocking title change in front of packed stadium. It may happen again. So I picked Bobby Lashley to retain the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. Let's move on. The Raw Women's Championship, Nikki ASH versus Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. In my opinion, I don't see Nikki ASH walking out at SummerSlam with the Raw Women's Championship. So I had to go with Charlotte Flair on this one. That's just my honest opinion. Nikki ASH doesn't feel like a long-time champion. Her Money in the Bank cash in was a nice moment, but the almost a superhero gimmick is not exactly setting the world on fire, and when it fully runs out of steam, it's going to get a bag quickly. Ripley struggle as champion, not quite seeming ready to run with the ball quite yet. Though she clearly will be as she gets more main roster experience. It may not make fans happy, but Charlotte Flair is still the top of the heap on the Raw side, and it just seems she is the most reasonable pick to leave SummerSlam with the belt. So I picked Charlotte Flair to win back the Raw Women's Championship. Now I don't know if Becky Lynch might show up at SummerSlam. I don't know. But anyway, let's move on. So we get the SmackDown Women's Championship, Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. Now Bianca Belair has won the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. But fast forward to this SummerSlam, I got Sasha Banks winning back the SmackDown Women's Championship. So I picked Sasha Banks on this one. The one guarantee here is that the match is going to be outstanding. Belair and Banks proved their elite level skill, meshed perfectly at WrestleMania. Having even more experience working together can only serve to make the rematch even better. Sasha Banks winning the title back only makes sense if you're going for 50-50 booking, which WWE often is still. Belair retaining makes sense as long as WWE believes they can find new challengers for her and not keep ruining Carmella and Selena Vega out week after week. So I picked Sasha Banks I picked Sasha Banks to win back the SmackDown Women's Championship. That's all I gotta say. So we get the Raw So we get the Raw Tag Team Championship. AJ Styles and Omos versus Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, RK Bro. I'm gonna have to go with RK Bro on this one to become the Raw Tag Team Champions. That's just my pick. So I picked the RK Bro to walk out of SummerSlam as your new Raw Tag Team Champions. There could be no more pointless results than Styles and Omos retaining. They're a great tag team act, but the long build to Orton finally embrace Riddle as a true friend need to have to pay off of them winning the tag titles. The results could make for one of the loudest reactions of the night. So I picked the RK Bro to become the Raw Tag Team Champions. That's all I got to say. Let's move on. So we get the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Usos versus Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. Nothing much to say. So I got the Usos retaining the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Alright, it's a shame that the Usos most lost steam when they won the titles. The intrigue of the family drama really died when Jimmy J and Roman all got on the same page. It doesn't help that the Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio rivalry has mostly seemed to serve Reigns' story more than build anything meaningfully for the team involved. So I picked the Usos to retain the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Now, prime example, this should have been the Street Profits versus the Usos. I wouldn't even mind that, but in my own personal opinion, I got the Usos retaining the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and that's all I gotta say. But let's move on. So we got the United States Championship, Sheamus versus Damian Priest. So I picked Damian Priest to walk out of SummerSlam as your new United States Championship. But Showstopper TV brought up a good point. What if Damian Priest wins the Royal Rumble and challenge RomanReigns for the Universal Championship? Have Damian Priest beat RomanReigns to become the Universal Championship to shock the world. Now that's something to think about. So Showstopper TV, if you're watching this video, I'll give you credit for what it's due. So shout out to you for saying that in your video. But anyway, Sheamus was one of the men who really thrived during the Thunderdome era, not because of the lack of a crowd, but because he got the opportunity to remind everyone how good he is. His His United States title run has been a big hit or miss, but WWE often seems to struggle to figure out what to do with someone once they win a belt. It's Priest with the belt now, something he deserves after doing a good job of helping carry the Bad Bunny match to an impressive degree of success at WrestleMania. So I picked Damian Priest to become your new United States Championship at SummerSlam. Alright, let's move on. So we get Edge versus Seth Rollins. Oh, I am hype about this match. Two things I'm hype about. John Cena versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, and then Edge versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. So I'm hype about two matches. So anyway, so I picked Edge to beat Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Edge place on the roster is not one where wins matter. He's a special attraction who can deliver a compelling story ahead of big matches. Rollins is a guy whose sights in WWE's back pocket as in any title challenger. That said, Rollins versus Reigns doesn't really work in the current landscape, but with both serving a top heel on SmackDown. Knowing that Rollins winning has less value with Reigns on top, it suggests an Edge win is the way to go. So I pick Edge beating Seth Rollins, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong on this one. I could have said Seth Rollins beat Edge at SummerSlam, but in my own prediction, I got Edge beating Seth Rollins. But anyway, I do want to see Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. I don't know if it might not happen or not, but that's just my opinion. But I got Edge beating Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal. Nothing much to say here, but I got Drew McIntyre beating Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. Post-championship, McIntyre has been a bit of a mess. A rambling promos with history lesson, where a disaster, and now he's consistently threatening to stab people with his sword. Beer and shaking should not have been banned from ringside, since there are more value in McIntyre overcoming extra odds than simply beating them hard, which is what will happen. So I picked Drew McIntyre beating Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. Alright, let's move on. So we get Alexa Bliss versus Ava Marie. I don't see Ava Marie beating Alexa Bliss. So that's all I gotta say from here. So in my honest opinion, I have to go with Alexa Bliss beating Ava Marie at SummerSlam. I didn't expect this to actually be a match in any sense. Ava Marie isn't really doing much for in-ring work, which means WWE is using her correctly. Bliss is a witch with a magic doll. Expect a bit of interference from doll drop, some nonsense from the doll, and a quick Bliss win if the bell ever rings at all. So I pick Alexa Bliss to beat Ava Marie at SummerSlam, and that's all I gotta say from here. But let me know down below in the comments, do you guys agree with me what I just said? What if Damian Priest wins the Royal Rumble, challenge Roman Reigns at WrestleMania and beat Roman Reigns to become the Universal Championship to shock the world? Now that's something to think about that I just stated earlier. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE SummerSlam preview and predictions, please drop a like on this video. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch down below in the description. You guys have a great day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on my So I got a double upload Friday. So I'll give you guys a double upload. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my WWE SmackDown review and highlights and my AEW Rampage review and highlights. The time has come if CM Punk shows up to AEW Rampage. That's all I gotta say. But this your boy B-Boy Fast Johnny. Have a great day. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I'm out of here.